Howdy, Delco. We have a special episode for you. We are going to be joined by Kristen and Lee, and they are here from the Ethan Joaner Memorial Foundation. They're going to tell us all about what that is, what it does, and they have a special raffle that ends this Sunday. And they're going to tell you about how you can get involved in that. It's a Deshaun Jackson jersey. I mean, that's a hot commodity, especially this week, especially after him retiring as an Eagle. The big ceremony, last Sunday. Kristen or Lee, would you like to go first?
I will go. I am the president of the Ethan Joaner Memorial Foundation. We founded this foundation shortly after the death of my son, Ethan Joaner. Ethan passed away at age 15 on July 13th. Uh, he went unconscious in the pool. He was a lifeguard. He was a great swimmer. Unfortunately, he had an undiagnosed heart condition called hypertrophic cardiomyopathy.
So DeMar Hamlin had that, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
same thing. So Ethan was in the pool, went unconscious. My daughter's 19. She jumped in. We got him out, CPR, got his heart beating. He took some breaths, but we were not able to keep his heart beating.
Yeah. That's rough.
Yeah. And she's been traumatized. We've all been kind of traumatized. But as devastated as we are, we didn't want to just live in that moment. We wanted to do some good in Ethan's name. Ethan was the type of kid, he was always laughing, always a good time. And I will tell you, actually, the reason why I follow you guys is because Ethan had told me to. He saw something on here. I remember distinctly going on. He said, Mom, you got to check these guys out. So I just said that to my sister coming in here today. I said, oh, I followed Delco Live because Ethan told me to follow them.
Lord.
He had a great sense of humor. So this podcast was right up his alley.
We will do everything we can to not disappoint.
Yeah.
We will disappoint, but we are going to try not to.
Actually, our good part about us disappointing is what you expect from us. So that kind of comes into play.
He would totally get a kick out of the fact that we're here right now. It would blow his mind. He was always the kid who would do anything to help you out. He played first base for Academy Park as a freshman. He made the varsity team.
Was he left-handed?
No, he was not.
Oh,
he would like to be, but he was not. But he would also be the kid where the other team got on base and he would tell them nice job. Like that's the kind of kid Ethan was. He coached t-ball for our community. He helped out the little kid swimmers. He swam for the swim team for 13 years. And I remember races where he beat kids so badly that he went back and swam with them as they finished so that they didn't swim alone. So that's the kind of kid Ethan was. And so that's why we kind of did this foundation to kind of keep that legacy going, to try to keep doing good things in Delaware County community.
I love it. And to people who don't know, I know a little bit about that type of cardiomyopathy is like you said, he was super active. If me or Al had a heart problem right now, it would make sense. But you said he was playing all these sports, swimming and all that stuff. It's that's actually became a thing in a lot of high schools where they would make you actually go and get like a full-fledged EKG, the diagnostic of the heart, because it's something that doesn't pop up until it does, if it ever does.
And it normally happens in boys during puberty, so it's not something. And the symptoms of it, unfortunately,
sometimes aren't there.
They're very similar to normal teenage boys.
Yeah.
Tired, aches and pains in their legs. Well, you're an athlete, so that's normal. Dizziness. He didn't, and I can tell you, Ethan never complained about being dizzy, but that doesn't mean that he wasn't and just didn't say anything.
Yeah, kids just don't complain about it. Yeah,
well, he's a teenager.
At a growth spurt, you're going to have a little bit of vertigo anyway.
He may have said something, but I'm like, you're 6'1", and you're.
He said he's swimming. It could have been an inner ear infection or something like that.
Yeah, anything. So we definitely, part of what we want to do is
bring awareness.
But also get, like you're saying, we would like eventually to get it mandatory for youth sports to have
mandatory
at least an EKG.
Yeah.
So I coach lacrosse for the middle school for Southeast Delco, and after all this happened, I thought, man, I've been on that field with 20 girls by myself, and if something happens, I'm on my own to do CPR, and I'm confident that I could do it, but I'm not confident enough.
Yeah, right.
That chance would have been enough. So,
because how would you be confident unless you've done it 30 times?
Right.
Yeah. EMT's the only people who should be confident in that.
It's like coaching. You can practice a million times until you get to the game.
That was one of the things for my daughter Cassidy, is that the reason why I was able to step back and let her do it is because she is confident. She's in LGI. So what she does, she's at college, but when she's home, she teaches and certifies people how to do CPR and first aid. So it's one of the reasons why when she got him out of the pool, I stood back because I knew she had him. She was his best hope. So The fact that she was there, she never goes to the pool. The fact that she was there that night
Right.
was just meant to be.
Yeah, right.
But one of the
right.
things that we want to do with the foundation is try to get AED machines
I was
at
gonna say, is that where
baseball
this is
fields,
going?
well, at
Yeah.
baseball fields, in the hands of coaches, so that people are familiar and trained and that they get a good idea of like how to do it. It's self-explanatory, but if I'm on the lacrosse field with 20 girls by myself and I have to
Yes.
run into the building to get an AED machine,
Yes.
that kid's probably shit out of luck.
Even
'cause-
the office job I have now, we have one like every like 150 feet or whatever. I'm like, it's a desk job. I always did think that youth sports
but
should
it
have
increases the AED machine increases your rates of survival
Yeah.
by 20%, which is amazing because that extra time.
That could
And
be
they're
the
very
difference.
foolproof to use and almost
They
like
tell you exactly what to do.
like
You
put
can't
them,
go wrong.
yeah, if you screw up, it'll say you made a mistake.
Yeah,
Fix
it's
this.
it's very clear on what the expectation is. So that is part of our mission. The other part is scholarship. So Ethan's baseball number was 27.
just like Headstrong. You ever work with Headstrong?
We have not yet.
So Headstrong, we were actually at their one of their kind of meet and greets earlier. They're a charity that gives free housing to cancer patients that have to come to the area. Their son died of cancer, and their number is 27.
Oh, it's good to know.
Yeah, and
So
it's
that was
all over
Ethan's
it.
baseball number.
Was it
for...
was
big
it
into
because of Ron
lacrosse.
Hextall?
Oh, yeah.
Was it because of Ron Hextall or Mike Trout?
For Ethan?
Yeah,
I
27.
think he just got what he
No,
got.
he got what he got. Unfortunately, when
Okay.
you're a freshie, you get the bottom of the barrel.
Gotcha.
Right size for a big boy.
Yeah,
Got a
yeah,
27. No. He didn't pick it. It was given to him. If he was going to pick, he probably would have picked one of his sister's numbers because they played field hockey and lacrosse. So he
Okay.
probably would have tried to jump on their number. But
Sign 27.
but because we have 27, we're doing a $2,700 scholarship for an Academy Park student this year. Next year, 2026, the year Ethan would have graduated, we want to do a $27,000 scholarship.
Okay.
Wow.
So, and then we would like to continue the scholarship of 2,700 every year thereafter. So that's why we're doing a lot of fundraisers, but we're also working on outreach because of the type of person that Ethan was. We want to help kids just like he was going to help kids and was continuing to help kids. 'Cause
Sure.
he wanted to be a teacher. So, we want to keep on living in his legacy.
And you are a teacher.
I am.
Okay.
Yes.
In the Southeast Delco area.
Yeah, so I
Okay.
teach at Delcroft. It's okay.
Okay.
And my kids went there. So Ethan went there. That's
Okay.
the school. that
Did you
he went
teach
to.
your kids?
I didn't. I waited until after Ethan left
It's
before
like
I jumped
coaching.
in.
You don't want to coach your kids either. I get
Well,
that. Yeah.
I do have one there still. He's in the 6th grade, and he really he loves that I'm
How old are
there.
the kids you teach again?
I do anywhere between 1 through 8.
Oh, really?
So I'm considered supplemental, so I
Okay.
can cover anything. I'm certified 7 through 12.
Wow.
So
Super
middle school is my
praxis.
favorite. Well,
So
taking them
what
all.
was your favorite?
7th, 8th grade. They're my
Really?
favorite. Yeah. Today I was with 8th graders.
What
I
subject?
prefer them. ELA, English, language arts.
My girlfriend's an 8th grade English teacher.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's where it's at. Those kids are a little spicy, and I like it.
My
Are
wife
you
doesn't
also
like me.
teaching like what they read this year? I forget. What are you teaching this year?
They're not. They do not do
They don't read the
novels,
books or
which
anything?
makes me crazy. They do passages in small, little chunks. So they
Okay.
don't introduce novels, which is kind of terrible.
They don't do
in my
summer
opinion.
reading anymore, do they?
No, they can't make the kids do it.
The Monkey's Paw. You
We
do
did.
that?
We just
Okay,
done
I was
Monkey's
just saying
Paw.
they did the Monkey's Paw, the Telltale Heart.
Yeah, we
and
did.
something else.
We haven't
Okay.
done the Telltale Heart. We
Sounds like
just-
this is a universal
today they
thing.
started Frankenstein.
Oh, that's a long
And they
one,
were
isn't it?
very
Mary Shelley.
confused.
Mary
They were
Shelley.
confused. Yeah, they were confused as they thought Frankenstein
Frankenstein
was the monster.
It's
Yeah.
always because like I remember like we would do Trivial Pursuit, and one of the questions was like, "What is the name
Yeah.
of the monster?"
The
Franken-
monster.
It's
Just
the monster. It's no
yes,
name
they were
to
very
it.
confused, and they didn't like that I told them they were wrong.
I think Downingtown is
It's
moving on
like-
to the Raven, possibly.
Oh, maybe.
What was that?
The Raven. I think they're moving on to the Raven. It's a Poe thing. they're doing.
Okay.
Yeah. This time of year, they like to get spooky.
Yeah, right after that, right after Halloween.
Yep.
And you are Kristen.
Yes.
You are Lee's sister.
Yes.
You are Ethan's aunt.
Yes.
And you are, if she's the president, are you the vice president,
I am.
co-president?
I am.
Okay,
President in arms.
Vice president.
vice president. Is this like a 501c or anything?
Yeah,
Like you guys got like the full
501c3.
accreditation?
Yes,
Yep.
we went full and did all the stuff we needed to do to be legit.
That's awesome. And the headquarters is out of. You're just doing it from
It's
home
my
right
house.
now. Okay.
Yeah, currently out of my house. Yeah.
So the end game for this is obviously, petitioning for AEDs and all that. That's an artificial something defibrillator.
Yeah.
What's
I
it?
believe it's electronic. but I'm not-
Automatic electronic defibrillator.
Yeah,
Okay.
automatic electronic defibrillator.
That's like the thing where they go
They put the pads
yeah,
on.
Yeah.
It's not like you see on ER where the
It's
guy's
not.
rubbing the paddles together.
clear.
Yeah, but it works that way.
It does.
It is pads, and like I work in the medical field.
Al's a
so,
doctor,
yeah.
actually.
So like,
I'm dead serious.
yeah, not.
Yeah.
I play one on TV.
That's okay.
But they,
Al's my doctor, actually.
shh. But no, like, yeah, they put the pads on and like where it's supposed to. It walks you through it,
Tells
and like you
exactly.
said, it will. It tell you move back so you don't get shocked in the process, and it does save. I've had to use one about 40 years old about 5 times now in my life. I'm thinking that was about 5 times. Once while working at a YMCA right down the street here in Ridley, and 4 times at work. So
Yes.
once to a coworker. One of
I-
those times, yeah.
How long ago did you work at the Y?
Oh, I'm 40 years. So about
We don't
20
go by
years.
years with Al working at the Y. We go by about 78 pounds ago.
I
Just
wish.
wondering, because I also worked at the Y.
Oh,
So,
did you?
Yeah.
About 20 years ago. I
Yeah,
would
not
say.
that long ago.
Yeah.
I started working there when Ethan was a baby.
Okay. Yeah, no, it was about 20 years ago. I was just finishing up like around college time, like part-time work.
Yep.
So, Kristen, your role as the vice president, what's your role within this?
Well,
You the propaganda expert?
yes.
Okay.
Because I'm the chair of like social media and that stuff. So I am the propaganda chair.
So when did you 501k or
See.
501c launch all that
K's
stuff
It
different,
was
dude.
August,
August, right
of
away.
this year 2023?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
Got
wow.
Right
So-
on it.
Ethan
yeah.
passed away July 13th, 2023, and by end of
Oh, it was
August we were
this
fully
year.
established.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
just
Wow.
happened, yeah.
Yeah, we're not even.
I mean,
5 months out
kudos
yet.
to you for having like at that moment. That's still a huge part of the grieving time that you had the wherewithal and the power to do
Straight
so.
up fire under the
So
ass.
I
I'll
mean,
tell you
wow!
what
I'm just amazed.
What kind of prompted that, like, has to happen now is that the day Ethan passed away, the board of directors of our swim club asked him to be Santa for an upcoming toy drive they were doing for Fostering Hope Delco. Ethan was ecstatic, couldn't wait to be Santa Claus. Unfortunately, 4 hours later, he was gone. So I knew that was still happening. I actually said to my mother, who is in charge of outreach, and at that time she wasn't, but she's that person. I said, I still want to do the toy drive. I want it to be in Ethan's honor because Fostering Hope Delco serves about 300 kids in Delaware County.
Wow.
And their toy closet was empty. And
Ooh.
so I said, we said we're doing this. Ethan said he's doing this. We're still doing this. So that was like July 25th. So we were 12 days out. We were still
Yeah.
fresh, and we did the toy drive.
Like Christmas in July, literally.
Christmas in
Oh,
July.
that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
Christmas in July.
filled that room up, packed, completely packed, and they are now going to be dedicating that room. It'll be the Ethan Joaner toy closet from now on, and the foundation will make sure that closet stays full.
I love that. And that's where the Fostering Hope is going to be
That's
doing that.
Fostering Hope
I'm
Delco
just really
during St.
still
Stephen's.
dumbfounded and amazed that during all this, I mean, at this point, I mean, it's only been a few months now, and that you're able to do this. Like,
Yeah,
I'm
for-
flabbergasted to be
well,
honest with you. Like, I don't know how else to
Especially
say
with the
it.
shock of it.
That's what I'm
Like-
saying.
Like we
the-
do with Headstrong, where it's just like, if something bad's going to happen, there's usually weeks, months,
yeah,
years
like you have an idea.
of just like bracing it. This is out of nowhere.
yeah.
No. For me, it is helping with the grief. It keeps me busy.
Yeah.
And it keeps me feeling like he's still here.
Legends never die.
Yeah.
No.
And that's exactly. And he would love that you said that.
Yeah.
The so I mean it's a freshie. You guys are only really
we're
4 months on the
4
books.
months. Yep.
What events or anything like that have you done so far?
You want to take that?
Well, I guess the
As
first
the propaganda
As the-
expert.
yes.
Yeah.
It's her job.
The-
Did you get
first-
Did you get the social media manager title because you know the Google machine?
No, it's because I started a Facebook
There you go.
account for it, and
Yeah.
I kind of
That's
just
how
fell
we
into.
started.
That's how you. I mean, literally, that's how you.
Yeah. So.
I got. Hey, you're good with the Google machine. You do
Yeah,
this.
that was pretty much.
Yeah.
You made Facebook already, so you go ahead and just be the.
Do you guys
know
have
these-
do you guys have an Instagram yet?
We do.
That's an important one. You'd be shocked at how many people.
When I
you run
did
into that
Facebook,
don't.
I did Instagram and just locked down the names so that nobody. So fresh after he died, and there was a GoFundMe, so I didn't want people to try to set something up and claim to be
Look,
Ethan's family
I'ma
and try
speak-
to get money.
I'm gonna
Happens.
speak out of pocket.
Happens.
I know, that's
Thank you for doing that because we actually covered a story where that did happen.
Yeah.
There was a very tragic incident where a 14-year-old or 16-year-old got murdered in Upper Darby, and by the time by the time he got to the coroner's office, there was already like 35 GoFundMe set up by people who are just like, I kind of know the mom, kind of know this, like we should do this, and it's just like, I don't think you should be starting this, and it gets really convoluted,
And again,
and I don't
It-
want to give money to that
in-
because
but again, on top of it, in the amount of time that people do that for a funeral or expenses or something, you guys set
Yeah.
up a 501c. Like it's, I feel like I'm beating this,
Yeah.
over and over again. This drum is just, but it's amazing to me that you guys have the wherewithal to do it.
yeah,
I mean, I get mustard on my shirt. I need to take a week off.
Well,
Like
actually,
I'm terrible.
it was good you set up so quick and efficient.
yeah. I mean, part of it was like some of our cousins wanted to do something more than just donate to the GoFundMe. They
Yeah.
want to do something more significant. So they were already thinking about some type of scholarship or so once we finally got time to talk, we said, why don't we just do this foundation instead of like piecemeal here and there, make it official. So we had a lot of support to get the ball rolling.
How many
everybody
family
was-
members are actually involved in the foundation itself?
It's pretty much all family.
There's 6 of us
Okay.
on the board, not including my husband. Technically, he doesn't have to vote because it's me. And then
That's usually how most husbands
Yeah.
work. Just
I
fair
mean,
warning,
so-
like we don't have a vote on
he
anything.
votes with me.
Yeah.
And
Whatever
then,
I say, he likes.
Yeah. And then some very close friends have stepped up and showed up for us. And
That's
then
awesome.
beyond that, the foundation is probably already 50 plus people deep of people who are, how can we help? What are we doing? I maybe can't do this, but I can help with that. Most of our things that we've got going get shared. I think this Deshaun Jackson jersey got shared 60 times in the first like half hour.
Hell yeah.
So we've got a lot of people that are willing to
Yeah.
help keep
Yeah,
keep
and that
things
kind of
going.
support is good because the more it's shared, the more it likes, the
Sure
more
thing.
people see it.
Yeah.
It's just the
That's
exposure.
the way it works.
Even if that's all you can commit to. It's
Yeah,
it's
Yeah,
helpful.
every little bit helps.
We tell people that all the time. Like, listen, we don't want to expect you to buy a shirt off the website all the time, but hey, if you can hit share, like, and get other people who maybe could do that, you
Yeah.
know, it goes a long way. Yeah, no, it's amazing.
So, what events have you guys on?
I mean, so
since-
we did have that Christmas in July, and that
Right.
was nice. The Ridley Y got involved with that; they promoted it, and a lot of other swim clubs in Delaware County get toys off, or like my boys also swam. So if I was at a meet, I would take the toys or whatever. So we had a lot of support from a lot of different teams. Some we didn't even swim against. Now we have currently a holiday toy drive again. This one's actually Christmas.
Okay.
Christmas in July, and we're partnered with the Y.
Christmas in December.
yeah.
A fun one.
Yeah,
Who
my
would've
son,
thought-
my
who
son
would've
swam
thought of
for the Y in Lansdowne, which is kind of
That's where my boys
Her
swim.
boys swim
okay.
there.
My,
The Marlins?
yes, the Marlins.
My boys are Marlins.
I have Lansdowne tattooed
My
on
son's
my arm.
21. He
Yeah,
doesn't
I do.
swim anymore, but or for the Marlins at least. But yeah, and also swam for Primos Swim
Okay.
Club. So yeah.
So our kids swim against each other. My daughter Morgan is 21.
Okay, so
Cassidy
probably.
is 19.
Okay, so probably I was the bald fat guy on the sideline buying the 6th donut for them at 9:30 at 9:30 in the morning. That was me.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I remember you.
Yes.
I
Who
probably-
doesn't?
I still have to forget. As much as I drink it, I can't get rid of it. So you guys did the Christmas in July, Christmas in December.
Yes.
What else?
Christmas in April's coming up.
Yeah.
So we have the toy drive again. We're partnered with the Y.
These boxes located
All over the
Delaware
county. I have a list here, but
Read them.
okay. Lansdowne, Springfield, Ridley Y.
These are all the Ys.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
All three in the same organization. Serenos in Springfield.
Love
the
it.
two Caliber collisions in Clifton.
Nice.
The Zone on Baltimore Pike in Springfield.
Wait, the zone or the zone?
The Zone.
It's the I'm Delco.
What
the
is
light.
the zone?
It's a gym.
Oh, okay.
The gym.
All right, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's by the
What is a
Stanley Cup
gym?
Inn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guy
Like Jim
named-
Morrison,
it's a
a
named
Slim
guy.
Jim,
His
right?
name's James, but we call him Jim.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No, really, where's the zone?
It's
It's
almost
across
like
from
that. Used to
from
be
like Stanley Cup Inn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's in that little
Near
strip
Slacks,
of stores.
right next to
Usually don't
Slacks.
remember walking out of the Stanley Cup. My bad.
Yeah.
I love Slacks.
Anytime for Holbrook, it's near a food and or beer
Well,
place.
Yeah.
Slacks,
Slacks
Stanley
is in
Cup.
the same shopping
Yeah.
center.
Yep.
I love Slacks.
Slacks are good.
So we have the Zone on track nutrition in Morton.
Yes.
That's right in that area. I don't know.
That little
On the
by
train
where
track.
Delco
by where
Gym.
Delco Day 2 was.
Okay.
Oh, near Rios.
Yes.
Yes.
Near Rios,
Yep.
yeah.
It's right over there by the train station.
Oh, Delco Day 2.
It's on the other side of the road, that little strip
It's
of
that little
stores.
strip on the train track.
Yes, like the back of the stores are the train tracks.
Yeah,
Yep, that's
yeah.
exactly it.
Okay.
Falkroft Library. Town and Country Cafe in Aston, and Delco Steaks in Wrigley.
And
There you go.
Ridley won.
Delco Steaks has been a huge supporter of us. They had a child that they lost early in the summer.
Oh wow.
So as soon as they heard about Ethan, they reached out. If you go to Delco Steaks today, there's a big banner with Ethan's giant head on it. And it
Giant
says,
head.
God bless Ethan Joaner. And we are really appreciative of how supportive Delco Steaks has been. I get phone calls all the time. I was just at Delco Steaks. They have a picture of Ethan hanging up. Yes,
Love
there's a
that.
massive
Someone
banner.
just asked me the other day, is that your nephew on the side of Delco Steaks? I'm like,
Yes,
yes.
and I love it. Love that his big head is up there.
That's
awesome.
spectacular.
Yeah.
And they just tore down the some of those buildings at that intersection, so now they can see it from afar.
And fun fact, my face is actually inside of Delco Steaks. Or do not accept checks from this guy.
Yeah. They were great. They donated to Delco Day too.
Yes.
Yeah, they are great. Yeah.
You guys have currently. Oh wait, is there more places? I'm sorry.
No, that was all the places. We're looking for new unwrapped toys and gift cards, and this is for Fostering Hope Delco.
When's
as well.
that collection end?
That ends on December 17th.
17th. Okay, so 2 weeks.
On top of that, and we didn't talk about this at all, but we are sponsoring 5 Southeast Delco families also. So we have a Google Doc. If you email the foundation, we can put you on the list, and you can buy specific.
They got kind of like a wish list
They've got a
situation.
wish list.
Okay.
We've got 5 families from each of the schools in Southeast Delco that we're going to
Making it super Delco. I like that.
Yeah,
See,
we're gonna make it happen
Yeah.
for these kids.
when you're bringing us home as you can, man. I like that. I love that because one thing we always, everyone should see it. There's a lot of local charities you can help out with. Real people that get direct to people, cut out the middleman, help out someone that that's someone may know. Don't I'm not, this is going to sound bad, but you go to the American Cancer Foundation. Guess what? 1 fraction of 1 penny is going to something, and hundreds of thousands of dollars are going to some CEO.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of local places that can be helped out. I think that's awesome.
These hometown charitable organizations and run correctly, not just, hey, look at me, I started a GoFundMe.
Yeah.
That's huge. And again,
I saw this news story, was inspired to make a GoFundMe anyway. You can bypass that, send it to my Venmo.
Yeah.
Sneaky Thief 42.
Yes, guys, real quick, I'll remind you that this episode is brought to you by Fat Cow Jerky. That's right, Fat Cow Jerky, utterly perfect jerky. Go to fatcowjerky.com, find it on Facebook and Instagram. Great flavors you can see on the screen, like jalapeno garlic, honey habanero, teriyaki, pickle, one of my favorites. They also have great treats for your favorite 4-legged friends and so much more at Fat Cow Jerky. If you need something to wash that jerky down with, I say go to Dolan's Bar, 24 East Sellers Avenue.
A terrible picture of him.
10 PJ is in the house.
I love that you made a grayscale behind him too, so he's just even
Tanner.
more.
Everything I do has something behind it.
He's like a fucking Clementine.
He looks amazing. Tan PJ is at it. Quizzo Music, Great Times, Memorabilia Giveaway. DolansBar.com, the most Delco bar. And if you're being the most Delco scumbag, you go to David R. Cherry if you get hurt in criminal law. Or, hey, life-altering moments like workers' comp, motor vehicle, personal injury. All those great things. You need somebody who's going to fight for your rights. That's right. David R. Cherry is the man. Go to cherryinjurylaw.com. Go 610-565-0300. Again, cherryinjurylaw.com, or call Dave directly at 610-565-0300. Hey, Delco. Would you like to sell your house quickly without having to fix anything or go through a realtor? Are you behind on your mortgage or property taxes? Did you inherit a property? Are you a landlord just tired of fixing leaky toilets? Well, we got the answer for you. Visit www.evanbuyspa.com for a no-obligation cash offer. That's right, Evan buys houses in Delco for cash, as is. For a fair cash offer, go to www.evanbuyspa.com. With Evan, you don't have to pay any commissions, and you can close on the date of your choice. If there's anything you want to leave behind on the property, like heavy furniture, trash bags, all the junk in the basement, you can do it. And for a limited time, he will cover all your closing costs. That's right. Visit evanbuyspa.com. That's evanbuyspa.com. Again, the website is evanbuyspa.com.
Oh, and we are back from that. Never asked, and we've never actually said on the show. Where is David R. Cherry's office?
Media.
Oh, it's in media. Okay.
Yeah, right by where all the other law.
Yeah. It's I don't. We never really addressed that on air.
Yeah, that's why you go to cherryinjurylaw.com or call them at 610-565-0300.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys have the Deshaun Jackson raffle going on right now. It ends on Sunday this Sunday, the
10th.
10th, the day we play the Cowboys.
Yeah.
Reminder, I don't know if we talked about this. Was that planned out with his? Is this just great
Somebody
coincidences?
anonymously donated a very generous
Well,
donation.
we know who it was,
We
but
do
she
know,
doesn't want
wants
her
to be
name shared.
Oh,
anonymous.
I was gonna say, was
No,
it
she
Deshaun
wants
Jackson?
to be anonymous. She did. She called up and said, "Hey, I have this, and he's retiring, and I really think it would make a huge impact."
You
if
should
you
just
guys
say that
want
he
to."
gave it to you guys.
I know. Well, I wouldn't mind if
My
he
close
did.
personal friend Deshaun sent it.
Yeah. We
I'm
can't use her name. We're just calling him D-Jax for short.
I am personally going to start that rumor mill. Be like,
There you go.
he gave it.
There you
It's
go.
his jersey.
Yeah.
He actually wore it during the Miracle at the Meadowlands.
Yeah,
Ah.
still can smell
Yeah.
the sweat on it.
It's not a lie if it's a rumor.
If it's the Meadowlands jersey, we have to up these prices.
I agree.
Yeah.
So what is the price again?
So it's $5 per ticket,
Okay.
or 5 for 20.
And how do they
So
get the tickets?
affordable.
So
It's going to go on a wheel drawing. So when they
Like one of those ones you see on the.
we're going to do it live for integrity, so there's no issues and nobody's upset when the winner gets selected
Through the page.
through the live
Facebook Live, yeah,
And-
7 o'clock,
okay.
right before the Eagles.
Okay.
right before
And they can
And-
buy all those tickets online.
cash or Venmo.
Okay.
Currently, the Venmo is on my shit list. They were not happy with the amount of attention we were getting, so they suspended not only the foundation's
Really?
account, they suspended my personal account.
Why? Because there's too much money coming in.
and they
Well,
want to verify my identification.
Yeah.
got-
Even with the and you had a I call them a corporate, like with a tax ID or whatever.
It's a charity. It's
Yeah.
a charity, but because it's linked to my personal, and there was
Well,
a
they
lot-
have to be.
right. But because
Makes it
very quickly there was a lot of
Yeah.
money.
I
So
coming
if you make a lot of money for your charity, Venmo shuts your ass down. Is that what you're saying?
Well, I
I'm
think
not
it was
sure.
because it was like the same day that we got active on Venmo, that the foundation's Venmo went active. We got tons of money received from
I
the
get it.
raffles.
So, do you know how many times I've seen an article about how when someone launches an OnlyFans, how much money they make in one day?
yeah.
I'm sorry I brought that up.
Are you
Venmo-
saying we should put this on
So-
OnlyFans?
So if
I'm
you're
sorry
checking
I
out
brought that
Holbrook's OnlyFans,
Yeah.
So Venmo is told me 7 to 10 days, of course, because this is a 1 week raffle. So one of the other board of directors has given us her Venmo. It's at Becky Hastings, and everything will be on the flyer and everything like that. They can Venmo, they can drop off cash to any of the board of directors. But either way, they get a chance.
Is it the Deshaun Jackson jersey? Is it signed or anything?
It's signed.
Signed by Deshaun Jackson?
Yes,
Okay.
and it's certified, and there's a picture of him signing the jersey.
There's a letter of authenticity.
letter of authenticity.
It's a legitimate question. I have
It
a
is a
Wayne, I have a
legitimate
Wayne
question.
Simmons shirt signed by Rob Zombie. So it's
It
a
is
legit
signed by
question.
him. It's legit. The picture. There's a picture of him with it, of him actually signing the jersey.
that's
so
awesome.
It is 100% authentic.
Great, easy
Yeah.
way to add something to your Eagles collection and help out an amazing cause.
What
Yes.
size is it?
I'm not
It's
taking
framed,
it.
actually.
Framed.
It's
It's pinned in
framed.
Oh,
frames.
even better. Even better.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
didn't take it apart.
I'm not taking it apart.
Oh wow! You know how much a frame?
The frame itself.
frame for like
is-
$300 easily,
It's
easily.
expensive. It's
Yeah.
a nice.
The
big
jersey,
frame.
a real jersey, you're looking at another couple $100. So without the signature, just the framing of the jersey, you're looking at about
$250.
a $500 value.
$500.
Before you put
500.
this the
Sure.
marker, the pen to the jersey. So get off your lazy asses. I know you all have the money to do it. It's $5. Which is $5 and how much for 20?
Well,
Five.
5
5 for
raffles
20. So you get an extra
$20.
one for $20. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I will be buying $40 tonight. I will be
Thank you so
telling you.
much.
So we didn't even announce. I mean, we'll be. We're fun fact. We're pre-recording a little bit, a couple hours ahead of time. It's going to be all over the screens and all that. But just for our
And in
actual,
the links below.
yeah, just for our actual like audio listeners, where can they do that? You said that you can send it to at Becky Hastings.
At Becky Hastings.
But where can everyone like follow this, see all the information about it?
On the Ethan Joaner Memorial Foundation Facebook page.
Okay,
So
and
follow us on Facebook.
So
If
Facebook and Instagram right now is the social media you guys have, right?
Yeah, right
Yes.
now.
That's it. Okay.
Trying
It's-
to get
it-
my college age nieces to get a TikTok going, but they're busy with finals.
Instagram is going to be a very similar name, or is it like initials
It's
or
the
anything?
same. It's the
Okay.
same.
Just real simple, make your life easy for your Instagram or your TikTok. You just connect it to your Instagram. So anything you reel on Instagram, it goes right to TikTok.
Now I got to double check the Instagram.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the same.
It's an evil business, but Meta actually connects the things pretty
Yeah,
well.
Meta does
sometimes.
connect.
Well, yeah, there's other ways to get around Meta too.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, we TikTok, but my daughters are 21 and 19, so they're
You guys want to duet later?
way cooler at TikTok than we are.
That is so that ends Sunday. Someone's going to win it
Sunday,
Sunday.
before the
December
game,
10th.
yep.
Yep.
that and all the proceeds. I mean, everything it would be a
Every
proceed.
penny of it will go to the scholarship foundation.
The scholarship, and it's 2,700 the first couple years. You want class of 2026, so 2 more years. You want to make it $27,000.
That's our goal.
That's a 10% growth in 2 years. It's not impossible. We've seen it before.
Well, I will add, my husband and I, some people did do a GoFundMe for us when Ethan passed. We did not have life insurance on a 15-year-old. Go
course.
figure. And so that he and I have dedicated 20,000 of that will go to the scholarship foundation.
Okay.
So that'll give a
Wow.
good leg up because I'd like to be able to give as much as possible as frequently as possible.
And
so
this-
I'd like for it to continue.
This is to an Academy Park student,
An Academy Park student.
like a senior going into college. This is for
Senior
like a
going
college.
into
Okay.
Well,
college.
not
Yeah.
necessarily
Yeah, I don't know.
college.
Not
Or-
college,
or
it could be
trade school.
We
Yeah.
needed any kind of furthering your education in any way. If
Okay.
you need tools for Williamson, if you need
I was
curling
going to
irons
actually
for
say
hair
Williamson first
school,
thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
any of
Anything.
it, secondary education,
Any
I guess.
kind of continuing ed, the scholarship will go to that.
That's spectacular. And Academy Park is like already signed off on this.
Academy Park is excited about it.
Yeah.
I'd
Yes,
imagine.
yeah.
And so, like, do you sign up for this? Does the
So-
school pick it? Do you guys pick the
So
first?
we are going to pick it. We'll have teachers who will help us out. And
They'll nominate some people for you.
Well, and there's a committee who's working on the process with that. So for me, it's very difficult because I know a lot of the kids at Academy Park.
Sure.
And because I am with them when they are in middle school, I really know them.
Have you thought about making them pay $5 to get on a spinning wheel
Oh.
and then
I mean,
spinning
for
it?
$27,000,
Yeah.
that
That's the way to do
$5
it.
would be
That's the
good.
way-
Yeah, for
Um,
$1,000, we'll put you on the wheel. You know.
No.
Yeah.
So we're not even making them write. At this point, we've discussed not even making them write an essay because my kiddo was not a huge
Yeah.
writer. He
Yeah.
was more.
We
of
talked
a-
about like videos.
I like how the English
or-
teacher just said, "Nope."
It
you're
would be
not
like if I
writing."
died and someone had a fun run and be like,
Yeah.
it's like you didn't know me.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, Ethan wouldn't have done a fun run either.
We had a non-alcoholic run for Holbrook.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
nope.
So we're gonna try to do whatever that is. We're still building that. Like you said, we're 4 months out, so we're still building what the
Yeah.
scholarship will look like. But it is going to be based on multiple different things to try to get a good selection of kids.
Gotcha. I was gonna say,
applying.
what's your specific criteria? For
We don't
this
actually
student?
know
Okay.
yet, but we're working on that. It's a whole committee of people who are trying to figure out how to best represent who Ethan was and help a student.
and not just the top honor student.
Yeah, it
you
doesn't
know.
have to be the 4.0. It
I
could
like
be-
that.
It could be the
Maybe just
2.0.
somebody who
that.
needs the help.
It could
to
be
get,
the 2.8. I mean, Ethan was a B.
there's
a B
hope for us
student.
yet, Holbrook.
Yo, I actually got
Yeah.
a partial like a scholarship like that, like a couple thousand, because there was ones that like fit like this dude's just kind of eking by.
I mean, it can be.
he's staying out of
honor
trouble.
student.
It could be the honor student.
Yeah,
but
it's-
that's not a requirement.
No.
Ethan was the kid who was involved in the community. He was dressed up as the Easter bunny for me for Easter a few times. He was at the coat drives in our community.
He
giving
is
out
so
coats,
much better
toys.
than me. Like,
Well,
my wife runs she's part of the home and school for Westbrook Park, and they're doing their Christmas thing, and I've been fighting her tooth and nail not to play Santa Claus.
Yeah.
I have not wanted to do it because I'm like, I feel like I'm being stereotyped, written into just like this fat guy with a white beard, role. But he is so much better than me,
he
and
was totally into it. It made his day. It made his life. So that's the kind of kid we're looking for this.
I'm glad they had open casting,
yeah,
kind of like Hamilton. You
Yeah.
know, yeah. Doesn't matter race or anything. Like if you're good, you're good.
You're good.
yeah.
So yeah, that's what for the scholarship. That's kind of what we're looking at. That's who we're focusing on, and that's what
I-
all this money is raising.
I love that. I mean, it's a terrible story, but like overall, there's redemption.
Oh, I
in it.
mean,
like
turning a story as tragic as this is into what you guys have done. I know you don't look at this for the kudos. You don't look at this for like, hey, look at me. Like some people, there is people out there that do that.
oh my lord, yes,
We've
there is.
seen it. We've seen it. We've had people tell us not to use other charity or to talk about other charities on our show because
Oh, that was
theirs
something
is-
else.
theirs is so much better.
That was a
And
real thing.
but the fact that like I keep coming back to the way how everything happened. Like guys, it is December, it is July, it was 6 months ago, and here we are, and how much you guys have done and put together. Just I can't even, other words than amazing come to mind.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And so take a moment, pat yourselves on the back at least for 3 seconds.
Yeah, right.
I'm allowing it because
There you
I'm
go.
somebody who can do those kind of
And
things.
you're only 4 months in on paper, and you literally have like a deadline. Like, just sit back and relax.
We
Like,
can't
yeah.
hit
No, we have
deadlines.
so
We've been
much-
trying to
so
hit
many
in
things
2019.
plans. We have so
Yeah,
many
no,
things
we're
planned.
we're on fire with trying to make an impact. So.
What's the next plan after the Deshaun Jackson giveaway?
Then we have a bingo
raffle.
fundraiser,
Where
gift
at?
card bingo. We're going to be doing in February at Millmont Firehouse.
Nice.
The Mont,
Yeah,
Been there many a time.
not the Mont,
Not the
yeah,
Mont.
Not the
yeah.
Mont.
but the
The
Millmont
Millmont.
Firehouse.
Both. I've been to both.
Yeah,
I mean,
there you
so
go.
have I, but
Yeah.
so we're doing that in February. Down the road, we're still working out details for a sporting goods drive.
Okay.
Leveling the
Beautiful
playing field.
idea, by
Yeah.
the
We're
way.
leveling the playing
leveling the playing
field. We
field.
want to get that going after
I like
Christmas,
that.
before the spring season starts. I mean, like I said, I live in Springfield. I see people giving away shin guards, cleats, old
Yeah.
gloves, helmets.
I
And there's
coach for
kids who could really
Clifton,
use
so don't
them.
look at me in this dirty way. I saw
I
that.
lived in Clifton for years.
I coach for Clifton, so as a guy who's, people who come in and can't afford the cleats,
Yeah.
or the
Field
kid
hockey
grows out
masks
their pants or
or-
whatever.
yeah.
A new good baseball or softball ball is like over $100 nowadays. Man.
Mhm.
And one of my favorite things growing up is right where Primal Head Shop is next to Primo's in Springfield.
Mhm.
I remember played against sports.
Yep.
You went there, it was like half
Oh,
price
yeah, I
gloves.
remember
They were already
playing.
worn in. I
Yeah.
loved
Yeah.
it.
So leveling the playing field is right in Sharon Hill, and what they do is people donate, and then they give it out to schools and different other sports
And
that have to
teams,
qualify
yeah.
teams. It's like a Title I kind of thing, so that
Okay.
really affects Southeast Delco area, which is where we are. And so it's kids that are in our community where Ethan grew up. So that's
And
why
I'm
we
telling you, if
wanted
you
to
just
do
get
it.
out to these organizations like Springfield, Clifton, all the
Yeah.
football,
Yeah.
hockey, basketball, all those different ones, if you just tell them that they're doing it, and you have somebody goes there at the last day of the season, you'll probably come out with 20 pairs of cleats and gloves and pads. So yeah, that's awesome. I love
Hell,
that idea.
I personally have, and we can make a video of it, of me donating all my old baseball gloves. I can just give a story about how I think they're cursed. Like that's why I dropped all those balls.
That's why I got a
This one's
running the
warped.
first
It's
base.
cursed. Yeah.
Yeah.
These cleats. They
This-
made me slower. It was clearly the
Yeah.
cleats, man.
Yeah.
I don't need them anymore.
This baseball glove made me get winded.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be it.
So we have that. We're working on that, kind of waiting till after Christmas to get that going.
Yeah.
And I think, right, we have the date. We're doing a wiffle ball tournament.
Oh,
We have a
Big.
date, right?
Won
That's
several of
confirmed
those.
April
Yes.
27th at
April
Collingdale Park. Ethan
April
also played-
27th.
Yes, that would
You
be my
got it,
husband
you
who
got
was
it.
able to figure that one out.
So Ethan also played baseball for Collingdale Bulldogs. So we're working with the Bulldogs on that.
Love it.
So
Where'd
it'll
Where'd you
be
say
a
it's going to be? Did you
fundraiser.
say Collingdale Park?
Collingdale Park.
Okay.
So it'll be a dual fundraiser. We want to make sure
keep
that
us up to date on
we
all
will.
these events, please.
Yeah, we want to make sure the Bulldogs make some money off of it.
Sure.
So because that was, they were amazing to Ethan, and
And
he was part of
especially
their
after he
family.
passed, his coach and
Yeah,
a bunch of the kids, they really showed up
They
for
had
him.
a bat, a
beautiful-
Bulldogs bat
Yep.
engraved with his name and number on it.
Orange
Wow.
and blue had the
Yeah,
Bulldog.
It was
his name
very, and the
number.
team showed up. So yeah, we want to make sure that we're giving back to those
Collingdale, yeah.
teams.
Yeah, who
Collingdale,
helped
yeah.
shape Ethan.
Yeah, they were a major part of his life. And
Spectacular.
why he was successful at Academy Park is because he had those lower baseball teams that he played
Right.
on before he got to the high school level. So
Amazing.
The fundamentals and the spirit. I mean, that's where
yeah,
you learn from.
and being part of a team
Yeah.
and going to a high school where you already know people because you made these connections.
It's a real thing.
in those leagues. So
And if anyone's never been to Collingdale Park, I mean, Collingdale has like whatever its stigma about it or whatever. Collingdale Park is absolutely fucking beautiful.
it's gorgeous.
You park in that one parking lot, you go over basically a glorified water feature. It's great.
Yeah.
And then there's one softball field that's beautiful. Sometimes the sidelines are a little unkempt or whatever. But then where they usually do the wiffle ball tournaments, like near the jungle gym and all that, beautiful, pristine.
Yeah,
This nice little oasis over there. I love it.
yeah, that's the field that Ethan played.
Is that the one behind the Wawa there?
No,
No,
it's
that's their
Behind
other
Harris
field, yeah.
Elementary.
Yeah.
Okay, Harris.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
it's sucked in, but it's
Gotcha.
gorgeous. It is a
Near
little
Femi's.
oasis.
I,
know?
Femi-
I
need to
want to
find
say
Femi.
Location is near
Jackson Ave.
Femi's.
I could be
Yeah.
wrong. I think it's
I
Jackson.
think you're right,
Yeah.
Jackson. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll get
She goes,
information out about
This
that.
place has cheesesteaks. They'll know where
Yeah.
the field is.
You
They'll
know
know
where
where-
Femi's in? You can
Yeah.
Femi's you can find.
Yeah.
Collingdale
Love
Park.
Femi's underrated place.
Right down the street. Right.
There you go.
Without promoting them. They have something that I
It's a landmark.
really thought was gonna be terrible, but I loved it. The Chipotle guacamole stromboli.
Wait,
Ooh,
wait,
that's
wait.
Fun
That's
to
just-
say.
That's what you say. That's more fun to say than eat, I think.
The chicken Chipotle guacamole stromboli.
From Femi?
Yes.
Is
How
it-
did I never
why do
try
I wanna
this?
giggle when
Because
you say that?
because you
I know,
read
I
it
like
and you
it.
go, that sounds terrible. And I thought it was going to be. And then I ate it and I was like, this is very
Yeah,
pleasant.
hot guacamole just doesn't.
Yeah.
Shockingly
And I
translated
love
well.
guacamole.
Well, I will tell you, my husband eats a cheesesteak with mayonnaise and tomatoes, and when I married him, I thought, "What are you doing?" But it is actually delicious.
Is he related to my wife?
It's
The
horrible when
He
you
tomatoes.
puts
think about
mayonnaise
it.
on the cheesesteak. I want to. And the funny thing is like mayonnaise is literally just oil. Like
Yeah.
I mean, oil and egg, but and it's like, okay, we put oil in the sandwich, and I'm like, yeah, but it's just yes, it seems.
But I listen. I went in. I tried a cheesesteak with mayo and tomato, and I'm hooked. That's how I order my cheesesteak.
I lost on somebody at a Phillips cheesesteak because they put mustard on it. Lost it.
Yeah, mustard. I would fight.
Just chased them out of the country.
Oh,
Like,
I would
so
fight.
mad.
I would fight. I would fight someone if
You know.
they. It'd be like the
the
Sopranos.
word communism came out of my mouth at least a half.
It would be like that Sopranos episode where they just go to the Pine Barrens. I would just drive them down there and leave them in the fucking middle.
Yeah.
Mustard on a cheesesteak? No. Ugh.
Oh,
I like mustard, and there's a handful of things that deserve mustard, but most things don't.
not a cheesesteak.
Yeah, mustard has its place.
Yeah.
Keep mustard in its place. On Holbrook's shirt.
Yeah, that is true. Me and mustard don't get along. My shirts and mustard don't get along.
The never-ending battle.
Okay, so you got those things coming up. 4/27 is the wiffle ball tournament in Collingdale. You said tentative date. Is that not official yet?
No, that
That is
locked in.
official. Okay.
That's locked in. We're working on details.
Locked
and all
down.
that. So that
Yep.
information will be coming out on Ethan Joaner Memorial Foundation Facebook page as soon as we get.
And we do
everything
have a
done.
website in the works too,
Okay.
which was kindly donated.
That's awesome.
Upswing SEO.
Yep.
Marie's Peterson
Is
she's a Delco girl. She lives in Delaware now, but
yep. She
Close
grew
enough.
up Fallcroft. She's a Fallcroft
Delco girl.
She
at
just
heart.
dropped the co and went with
Yeah.
Delaware
Yes,
straight up.
Yes.
She went
Yeah,
to the
so-
namesake.
That website is close.
Yeah,
to
we're
being
getting
up
there.
and
We're
running,
just
so-
about there.
That's awesome.
Yep.
No rush. I mean, this one you're doing now, the Sean Jackson thing's got to be done through social media anyway, so there's no rush to even have the website. Right
Yeah.
now.
Right.
That is awesome.
Like, again, I can't say enough. You guys have done
Yeah.
an amazing job.
Thank you.
Like I
Thank
said,
you.
we've had multiple charities on here. I'm not going to say one's better than another, but
But we're better.
well,
You guys are probably the best one.
Kristen, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with Kristen says. She looked at me. She just handed me $50 under the table. Yes. Yes. No. I will donate it back. But no, it's amazing. And guys, check it out now. Jump on this great Deshaun Jackson jersey. What a great, even if you're not an Eagles fan, which screw you. But talk about great Christmas present if you win
Yeah.
this. And
Yes.
you can look like a
Yes.
goddamn hero.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yes.
mean? So that is amazing.
That's great. Anything else to plug beforehand?
No, I think that's it.
Well, I'm very sorry for your loss, but I'm
Thank
very happy for Delco's gain. You know, you
Yeah.
guys are doing great. 4 months in, this is already leaps and bounds better than most people are.
Good Delco people doing good Delco things and
Thank
just
you.
Keeping it super grassroots right now, which I love. Like, you know, giving back to the people who knew Ethan, who formed Ethan, who helped him, and all that. I think this is great, and I think that the causes you have right now. I mean, the AEDs is, you know, obviously that's going to be a strong journey because you're going to have to get in front of politicians and people with budget.
We're working on it.
I love it.
We already got feelers out. We have politicians working on it for us already.
Good.
so
yeah, I'm sure they'll
Good.
tell them it's their idea, but go
Yeah.
for it.
That's okay.
They
Well,
love doing that.
the trade union has also offered to probably support. They haven't designated an amount yet for the AEDs, but we're working on it. So if we can get the trade union to work up some dough, we'll be in great shape.
Love it.
Yep.
Just get it in their minds, get them
Yep.
the ammo to work with, and then you guys, you know, working with Collindale, not played against sports. Sorry, the one in
Leveling
Springfield.
the playing
Leveling
field.
the
Yeah,
playing field
yeah.
in Sharon Hill.
That's okay.
I think that's a great idea.
Yeah.
And then even the fact that you've done the 2 Christmas drives working with Fostering Delco.
Fostering
Fostering
Hope,
Hope
Delco.
Fostering Hope
Yep.
Delco. That's awesome. We will. I mean, through this whole episode, you know, we're gonna have the graphics up there. and
Yeah.
all
By the
that.
way, that's a good idea.
Send
Fostering Delco.
Yeah.
Everybody it's like it's like an outreach program. You take like Holbrook home for a week and teach them how to be like train them,
Domesticated.
domesticate them.
Yeah.
Like that'd be amazing.
Here's how to use a spoon. What?
What?
Oh man.
Here's how not to eat out of your beard.
Yeah, butter knife. It's not even made out of butter. No, I mean anything else. I mean, I think this is great. And we're
Yeah,
gonna
guys.
have to get
Honestly,
out
I
there,
say
yeah.
this and I mean it. Like, keep us up to speed on
Yeah, we
everything you
definitely
do.
will.
You know, great to keep partner up with you guys and put out there what we can put out there
Yeah.
for you.
Yeah.
Have you guys come back on sometime down the line. Tell maybe closer to the wiffle ball thing. Talk
Yeah.
about that.
Absolutely.
Maybe a Delco live team might even pop out there.
Yeah,
You never
that's-
will see.
That is what we need from you. It's Delco Live.
Yeah,
Ball
that would be
team.
awesome.
How many people on the team?
Was it
5
5.
on the team.
All right, I know one athlete, so I can get this done.
It's wiffle ball. You don't
Yeah.
have to be an athlete to play wiffle
No,
ball.
you need to be good at wiffle ball now.
Yeah.
One of us was years ago.
Old shoulder injury.
If you
really
rec-
set me on the
If you
sideline.
recall, that is how I broke both
We
my
also-
feet in
well,
different years.
Yeah.
We're gonna do a home run derby along with it
Yeah, I'm
too.
gonna
That'll be some
slay
extra $5 home run derby.
Yeah,
Can
but
I-
can we do like tennis balls with the newspaper in the wiffle ball bat?
Yeah, old school.
Like we used to do in the street.
Stick ball.
We're to
Stick
cook the
ball.
bats. Yeah.
I love it.
All right,
I love
guys.
it. Yeah, let's stay in touch. Let us know about all that stuff. If you guys ever need like connections to get anything going, I know you got.
We
your
know
connections
people who
down
know
there in that
people.
area,
Yeah, we
better
do,
than
yeah.
we'll ever get. But if you ever need anything else, just feel free to reach out to us.
Awesome. Thank you
so
guys
much.
Awesome.
so
No,
much.
thank you.